with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no place I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. I am Willy Wonka, the greatest candy maker of all time.
Once upon a chocolate time, a long, long chocolate time ago, golden age of chocolate began.
I know 'cause I was there.
When it comes to chocolate, he's a many flavor man, you know, 'cause that's the age of chocolate he ran. With all such style and flair. The golden stage of chocolate has lasted all these years. The golden stage of chocolate that every child is.
But soon I'll be retiring to make way for someone new. Some bright spark I'll be hiring, but who?
But who?
Whatever your opinion is about me, the chocolate world could not survive without me. Dipping all more chocolate ripples, chocolate tipples, chocolate ruffles, chocolate truffles, chocolate kisses for sweet young misses, soft and creamy, completely dreamy, of chocolate ices, 'cause chocolate's quietest.
Grow and grow and grow. The day that I retire, I know, no, 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 no. No, Willy Wonka just can't go.
Dipping all more chocolate squiggles, chocolate dribbles, chocolate woolies, chocolate woolies, chocolate woolies for all you ladies, chocolate pebbles, chocolate bubbles, chocolate bubbles, chocolate troubles will grow and grow and grow. The day that I retire, I know,
No, 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 no. No, Willy Wonka just can't go. Golden age of chocolate has lasted all these years. The golden stage of chocolate that every child reveres. And the golden stage of chocolate history we will cite somehow. The golden age of chocolate to make us sweeter.
These two very old people are the father one and mother one, Mr. Bucket. And those two very old people on the other side of the bed are the father one and mother one, Mrs. Bucket. This is Mr. Bucket, and that is Mrs. Bucket. The small boy standing right there is Charlie Bucket, their only son. Here you go, Grandpa Joe. Cabbage soup. Every day nothing but cabbage soup? Cheer me up, Charlie. What's on the chocolate news? Wonka's got a new bar out. Fudge, Ripple, or mellow base? Mellow. Which flavor is yours? Sleeper Sister's mine. Papa, what's the latest cap count? 1,249,976 perfectly installed toothpaste caps, Charlie. Do you think I might work in the toothpaste factory or not? Let's hope not, Charlie. What kind of positive figure is that? Hers gonna work for Mr. Wonka making chocolate bars. Now, Grandpa Joe, don't go filling the boys up with dreams of candy.
Hers from a long line of distinguished candymen.
And women.
But Wonka hasn't hired anyone since Sloper Spice stole his candy bone recipe.
Wonka was so angry. He gathered up all his workers and said, I'm sorry, we all must leave. Then he closed the gates of the factory forever.
But Mr. Wonka still makes the candies. I can smell them on my way to school.
Yes, no one goes in and no one comes out. Shadow workers.
Maybe the undead. Who knows?
Grandpa Joe, you're going to give Charlie nightmares again.
What did she say?
Making bathtub gin?
We're playing gin? I'm in.
Charlie, run out and see if anyone's down with a newspaper.
Okay, Dad, you'll have to beat Grandpa George. It's a Junior or Dad cabbage soup. I thought we were playing gin. See these kids? They meet outside Charlie's house every day after lunch with a shiny nickel piece to buy a Wonka bar from the local candy man. The only kid with no nickel is Charlie.
Where are you going today? No, the nickel. He's already got a long pouch. I can't tell that. I know that the chocolate bar will go. Stop. You're making my mouth water. I can't stop eating sweets. All those wonderful Willy Wonka treats. You the newspaper.
Well, they chocolate Christmas. Because Wonka Factory will still look at you.
You mean people are actually going to be allowed inside the factory?
Read what it says.
Mr. Willy Wonka decided to fire to the village factory. The lucky fellow told the factory to receive a lifetime supply of chocolate.
Tour the factory? A lifetime supply of chocolate?
Read on.
5 golden tickets have been hidden from 5 million ordinary candy bars. The final golden tickets will win the tour and the chocolate.
That's a million to one shot.
The ticket could be anywhere. How exciting. I wonder any of them have been found yet. The papers that they owe.
Charlie, can you imagine winning? Touring the factory, meeting Miss Wonka, seeing all those undead zombie workers, eating a lifetime supply of chocolate,
Eating a lifetime supply of chocolate. Well, look already. Charlie, you better hurry. Late for school.
It's back in the centers for this week. Goodbye, Mrs. Bucket.
Goodbye, Mr. Bucket.
Charlie, remember, we may be starving, we may be poor, but the Bucket family always
Thinks positive.
Right on purple ink. Charlie, purple ink.
Positive. So Mr. Bucket went back to the toothpaste factory while little Charlie Bucket was at the school. But on the way, Charlie heard some exciting news.
Did you hear some kid found the first golden ticket?
Where you went? Just now, look. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, people are buying over 15,000 Wonka bars every hour, and the first golden ticket has been found. Now,
It's blue. Pen. And yes, then climbing with Ken and Gus.
tell us about the ticket.
Yeah, I just remember Mother was a Gus found us golden ticket. He ate so much candy that was almost impossible not to find. In fact, you could say we've been training for this day. Every little push when she was born.
Training?
Yeah, for the young to eat as much as a Gus. So he has to be trained for 2 morning to night to eat all kinds of foods. He's finally back on his feet. The kid can't even fit through the door.
Oh, that's why Augustus has leaving Titanic right from the day he was born.
So what does the poor little lad do all night to prevent life becoming a bore? Getting bigger by the minute. It seems like the second golden ticket has been found. Now, we're off to our live remote in South Polar Brazil where things are sweet for word like a salt.
That's Veruca, so. Veruca.
So, Mr. Salt, I understand you sweetened worthless chance a little assistance.
As soon as my little girl told me that she simply had to have one of those goals with it, I bought hundreds of thousands of cocoa bars. I'm in the nut business, cashews and peanuts, but mainly Brazil nuts. So I told my factory girl to start selling nuts and start selling wrappers.
Daddy, the haters support at my rainbow on live television. And can't you get him fired?
For you, my dear. Anyway, one of my factory girls finally found a plastic gold ticket. I let her take her lucky piece to her 17 kids.
How generous!
Daddy, now he's being sarcastic. I want her fired. Fired.
This minister was sweet has turned his sour.
Gee, after just one date, there are only 3 golf tickets left.
And both of you are twins. You think one is having killed brain?
Mom, what's going on?
I'm afraid that they closed your father's factory. I don't know what to do, Charlie. Things were tough when you had the job didn't matter.
Don't worry, Mom. Like Grandpa Joe says, think positive. You've nothing to lose, so why not choose to think positive? Whenever my luck is on the blink, I think positive. Whenever I'm feeling down and out and don't know what to do, I never give way to fear and doubt, 'cause thinking positive seems so true. Whenever my stars are out of sync, I think positive. I write my thoughts down unfurling and think positive. Remember this song when things go wrong, and you'll know what to do. And know that you'll be thinking positive too. Come on, sing with me. Whenever I think I'm on the brink, I think quite right. Whenever my luck goes down the sink, I think positive, quite right. Whenever I'm feeling low or lost, just think good with me. You're wasting your time to cut the code. Just thinking positive, that comes free. Positive is the way to be. Whenever I'm teetering on the brink, I think positive. The moment I do, I'm on the pink, I think positive. Remember this song when things go wrong, and you know what to do. In no time you'll be thinking positive.
Now let's get home. I'm positive we're having something special for supper tonight.
Leftover cabbage soup.
No fresh cabbage soup.
Now that's positive.
The Balkan family went about from morning till night with a horrible rolling in their tummies. Charlie felt the worst of all, but once a year, Charlie got a very special treat.
Surprise! Happy birthday, Charlie!
Here you go, Charlie. Happy birthday, my love.
To Mom. It's Wonka who first comes says Pajamel of life.
Go, the best of them all. Real Whipple carefully whipped at 2,4,645.9 RPMs precisely.
Grandpa, please.
I thought we agreed on the traffic. The Pajamel said best, and you know it. Go ahead, open her up. Show us what thinking positive is all about.
Now, don't be too disappointed, my darling, if you don't find what you're looking for.
The thing to remember is that if ever happens, you'll still have the bar of candy.
Yes, I know.
For goodness sake, open it, boy. Open it. You're making me jumpy.
Well, that's that. Who wants a piece?
We wouldn't dream of it, Charlie.
Come on, Dad. Have a piece. You deserve something special after losing your job.
What? It's not true. It's not funny. Tell me it's not true.
We'll start.
Yes, it's true, but we'll not start now. What kind of party is this? Let's have a little spritz. Turn on the radio, Charlie.
Mr. Bucket's right. What's a little more electricity? Charlie, plug in your radio.
Really? This is the best birthday ever.
Important news flash. The third golden ticket has been located in Snellville, Georgia. And what's your name, young lady?
Violet.
Violet, quit drinking up so that way. Remember to turn the same but acting
I
out.
can't admire your puppy jaws as much as I do.
Now tell us, Violet, how did you find the golden ticket?
Well, usually I'm a gumshoe, but ever since I heard about Wonka's contest, I laid off the gummies, which is a candy bar. Now, of course, I'm right back into the dog. In fact, I've been working on these for over 3 months solid. I've beaten the record from my best friend, Cornelia Prismato. She's listening right now. Hi, Cornelia. Listen to this. This is the sound of you losing. I hope you like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, people are buying over 200,000 more Wonka bars an hour, and this is just it. The fourth golden ticket has been found in Calvert City, California, leaving for the first or the final golden ticket to be found. And now we're at the home of Mike TV, who is the finder of fourth golden ticket. Now tell us, how did you find the golden ticket? You see, Mike, an hour.
Shut your pie-hole toots. Didn't I tell you not to interrupt? This is the best part. Quack, smack, quack, dead. Did you see him, guys? That was so totally awesome.
Very cool, Mike. Now about the golden ticket.
Yeah, I got the ticket. Dong, big deal. Means I'm gonna miss at least 2 hours of my second favorite show. And I have to leave my house to do some stupid chocolate factory. Yeah, whatever. Hit him. Hit him harder.
So which school does our golden ticket winner attend?
What? Are you crazy? Who needs school? I got the net TV and my Nintendo Switch, fool. Some kids like collector's changes, some kids like to use the raisins and university degrees. I don't share interest and knowledge, I don't need to go to college. I say I'm on TV.
The friends they watch Disney TV.
I don't learn a single thing, but I can know anything is normal.
Charlie, don't tell me one Wonka story. Just one, please.
Alright, but just one. But no Zuckerberg stories. You need your sleep.
Charlie, look here. Is Wonka not a really crush prize? But where did you get it from? I've been saving. I can't. I'm too nervous. Yo, let's put it together. I'll have this apart. 1, 2, 3. Nothing. A good thing really. This chocolate's very fatty.
You're right. A lot of things will climb it. You'd be decisive to Dome on Capitol Hill.
I wish I never heard of candy or Wonka.
More than 2 weeks have passed. The fifth and final golden ticket still refused to show up. The great city is blanketed with bitter, freezing cold.
Charlie, what is your coat?
I haven't got a coat.
Here, take my scarf. Please do that.
Thanks.
Hey, Charlie, would you remember that last piece of rough crunchies for me? I don't want to freeze.
Sure. I think you dropped this coin.
What's this? It's not mine. Take it home to your place.
You think I should? Maybe I should put up a notice.
At that point, I've been probably buried in the snow for a week. Take home. Take home for being such a good kid.
Really?
Really, you look like you're starving.
It's so good. A perfect blend of foggy and dark chocolate with New World light and subtle overtones of Moroccan espresso. Wonka's a genius. Well, I'd better go. Could I have just one more? I'll pay for it.
I'd prefer another one. My boss is pretty strict about inventory. What will it be, Charlie, my boy?
Well, I think I'll share this one with my family. Grandpa Joe likes the Whipple Scrum's final light Josephine likes the honorific.
Then you should get purple squash. Another river. Totally common. What's the for? Just stop. Here we go. I know that you're gonna choose to know, but you might as well take a little taste to make sure it's all about already.
On the one hand, you're just a bar of chocolate, no different from the rest. But in the other hand, the superstar of chocolate, the gold key to Willy Wonka's treasure chest. Whichever you are, I'm hoping for the best. Think positive. Think positive. See what happened. Look what happened. That's what happened when you're thinking positive. I never thought my life could be anything but disaster-free, but only I begin to see out with good luck for me. These are the golden days out of golden twinkle in my eye. I never had the chance to shine, never had the chance to sing, but suddenly had the world is mine. What an amazing thing! These are the golden decade. Our golden sun up in the sky. I found it! The last golden ticket!
You did it, Charlie! You're such a good company, Charlie. That easy if you think you can handle it.
Handle it! You just kind of stuff. I never thought that secret day when I'd face the world and say good morning. Look at the sun. I never thought that I would be stopped till I felt like dreaming, 'cause I have said it could be done, but this can't be done. Yes, it can be done.
Famous Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, where his story is about to be made. And now, let's meet the chocolate genius of the century, Mr. Willy Wonka!
Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into my imagination. Welcome, my little friends. Welcome to my factory. Augustus Gloop, please step forward.
Here's my ticket, Wonka.
Sorry, he has a cold. My name's Rufus.
I always thought a Veruca was a word, but you don't look like a word at all. More smaller, perhaps a
How
bunny.
you do the Wonka? Such the name, and I'm nuts. Not for nuts. That is, an operation like this must go for 1,000,000 nuts.
Make that 1,000,001. Your ticket?
Here's your city ticket. Can I have it back after the tour?
Of course you can, my dear. Of course. Violet Beauregard!
Here's our ticket.
There is no gum chewing allowed in the tour.
But you make gum. Mr. Wonka asked you to remove your gum. You need to negotiate. I know that one.
Mike TV? Mr. Mike TV and yes?
Oi, videos, the commercial's coming up.
Here's our ticket, Mr. Wonka.
Scrumptious. Oh, and Mike, there's no television reception in the factory.
None?
None whatsoever. Chuck Bucket?
It's Charlie Bucket, Mr. Wonka. Here's our ticket.
So Charlie Bucket, how coincidence if I didn't get a ticket just in
Now
time.
see here, Wonka. If you're saying our ticket is the phony,
Pleasure to meet you too, Mr.
you know me, Wonka.
Well, do I? Well then, let's proceed. We'll start with the contract. Raise your right hand. I hereby swear not to touch, malign and sad clutch, share T-bow wheel, not such part of the first part, and so on. Please sign below. No television reception, no mobile phone reception.
Where do I sign?
Wonka, how many rooms are there in your chocolate factory?
Good question, Augustus. In the Wonka chocolate factory, there are several thousand rooms. I'll show you what some of them are. In this room here are the luminous lollies for eating in bed at night. And in that room there were the golden sweets for an enemy start a fight. In this room here are the rock candy mine, they say that it's cream out sleep. And in that room there were the marshmallow pillows to you munch when it just can't sleep. 1700 candy showrooms, and you'll find chocolate in almost all rooms. In this room here are the chocolate cars from which we get chocolate milk. And in that room there were the hot ice creams for a cold day, smooth as silk. You should see them tear their hair, and all because of
This room here, and this room here, and this room here, and this room here, and this room here.
oh yes, in that room there. Stand here in the center, quickly. I hate to go so early on the journey. Stand here in the center, now, now, now. If you want to view magic lands, close your eyes and you will see one. Wanna be a dreamer, be one. Anytime you please, and please save me one. Please save me And here we have the chocolate mountain room, where thousands of miles of copper pipe twist through the earth, carefully tune the chocolate to a precise temperature, perfect for the big strawberries.
Wonka, I want a tasty chocolate.
No matter how tempting, and isn't that deliciously tempting? Then let's touch the chocolate and will instantly harden like cement.
Look at that, some sort of creature.
Freeze, put your hands on where you see the bug.
No need to worry, that, my friend, is an Oompa Loompa,
A zombie worker?
not a zombie worker, a refugee.
Come here, Wonka.
All of my Oompa Loompas are from Loompaland.
Now see here, Mr. Wonka. I teach geography
They
and...
know all about Loompaland, where the thick jungles infested by hornswogglers and snazzy and those terrible wicked wagdoodles.
Wagdoodles, and there's such thing.
There certainly are, my dear, and the wagdoodle who just left the shin gets sharp as his fanning tail. Augustus, my chocolate must never be touched by human hands.
He's gonna give us cold to millions of people.
had an early revelation and lost the child in a chocolate mixer. It's a shame. The boy really seemed to know about food. Now lads, take Mrs. Gloop's poop to the strawberry dipping room and heat him to precisely 102 degrees Fahrenheit. Was that Celsius? No, 102 degrees Fahrenheit it is. But no higher or he must spontaneously boil, and that would be a tragedy.
Because Augustus will be damaged.
My dear, Augustus was damaged long ago. The tragedy would be the wasted chocolate. Goodbye, Mrs. Gloop, and good luck. Ladies and gentlemen, please follow closely as we continue our tour. Watch your step. Violet, do not lift the boat. It will only make the ship sticky.
Mr. Wonka, I just love your hat. It made the heads off your eyes. But of course you have great taste. You know, I would simply adore one of those pink candy bags. And maybe one of those sweet brown noser. Mr. Wonka, did you hear me? I said I want a pink candy bag and an Oompa Loompa.
Name your price, Wonka.
A bad parent says what?
What?
Exactly.
Where are you taking us?
There's no knowing where we're going. There's no earthly way to know. So we're simply to and froing, slowly getting vertigo. To the south the wind is blowing. To the north there may be snow. To the west the moon is glowing. To the east the cock may crow. Since we show no sign of slowing, someone must know where we are, but no destination showing. So it's all a bit bizarre. It's no mystery where we're going. All I get to Allen Post. What's upward from I'm not knowing. It's the only place to go. Ha, 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 ha. Here we are in the inventing room, the most important room in the entire factory. My most secret inventions are cooking and simmering in here. Voila! The everlasting gourmet gobstopper! That's because it is gum. The most dazzling gum in the world. an entire gourmet meal without any of those nasty calories.
Gum? Oh no.
Unfortunately, it's not perfected yet, so we must not chew it.
Gum?
But this gummy is much better than that one. This gummy was a 3-course dinner. Piece of roast beef and blueberry ice cream. Blueberry is the nicest ice cream. You may feel fat, but in fact you're thinner. Even after 3-course dinner.
This gum is so mine. Because the roast beef is fantastic. It's so tender and juicy.
But the blueberry ice cream, that's what I'm worried about. The dye. I asked her not to chew it.
Violet, it's so bad for you. Violet, you're a dirty blue.
Violet, what you gonna do to stand the singing and like blue? Yes, it's turning blue. It's true. Oh, Violet, you are never blue.
Well, 2 not little children gone. 3 good little children left.
Mr. Walpole, will Violet ever be alright? Or will she always be a blueberry?
Very probably. Come along. There's so much to see more. Stop. Reverse that. I quite forgot about this room. The business lift and drink room.
Bubbles, do they taste like sweets? I want bubbles that taste like sweets.
Actually, the bubbles taste like soap or children who have dirty mouths. It's what the bubbles do that is remarkable.
What do they do?
Just one sip of my fizzy lifting drink and you will float on air.
Whoa, flowing air?
Unfortunately, my liquid advisors have proven now taking you the tiniest taste. Come along, there's so much to see more.
Why, Mr. Walker, kids, you left us behind. Ramjo, what's that? Try it. There, try it. Should we? Well, I suppose one tiny taste wouldn't do any harm. This is fun. Whee! Oh, how I love to burn. From Atlanta to Antwerp. From Dunway to our churches and birds of the church. Every God loves the B-O-R-D. Happy birthday to me.
The Siberica cocoa beans contain a variety of chemicals, the primary psychoactive components, the theobromine and caffeine. Now just step this way and Charlie, this day was good. We wouldn't want you to float away. Now would we?
Good nut,
And next we have
bad nut.
the nut room.
Are those squirrels?
Right you are. Eventually, these schools will move one from the shell in one piece and at the same time sort the good nuts from the bad nuts.
That's so adorable. Hey, squirrely, squirrely.
Baruka, whatever you do, do not disturb the squirrels. They are in training.
See here, Wonka. I want a squirrel. I want a squirrel and a new Baloopa. I want a squirrel and a new Baloopa and a pink candy bus. While that's it, I want a piece. I want a bean piece. Cream buns and donuts, fruitcake sweet. No nuts so good you can go nuts. Give it to me. Now, I want a party with room full of laughter. I want a ton of ice cream. And if I don't get the things I am after, I'm gonna scream. I want the wax. I want the whole wax. Waxes in all shapes and sizes, in all sweet surprises, and now don't care how I want it now. Don't care how I want it now.
Bad nut.
What happens to every bad nut, that particular truth leads to the garbage incinerator. But don't worry, it has a chance of not being lit today.
A chance?
Yes, well, it's generally lit every other day. I can't remember if today's the burn day. Guess we'll find out. Shamefully, she was so delicious and bossy, natural cabinet of industry. Onward and upward, backward and forward, off you go. Please exit this way. I will be with you in a moment.
If you want to listen to me, commercials.
Wrong. You're all familiar with how television works?
Yeah, whatever. What's that thing do?
I'm sorry I'm a bit deaf in that ear.
I said, what's that thing do?
I'm sorry I'm a bit deaf in that ear as well.
What's the loopy doopy doing?
Well, you see, television gave me a wonderful idea. If you can send a picture via television, why not a candy bar?
That's impossible!
It is very possible. Imagine sitting at home and suddenly see a commercial. Try Wonka bar. Try it now. And poof, there it is. A simple touch of that switch right there. But it's not been properly tested. Therefore, nobody should touch it.
Hey, look at me! I'm gonna be on TV!
He's gone!
Oh dear, I do hope some part of him is left behind. We've never sent a person before.
Look! Something's happening!
Dude, look at me! I'm just television!
Mike, I asked you not to touch.
I'm gonna do it again! Look me down! I wanna be on TV!
He's completely unharmed.
Unharmed, he's barely 6 inches tall.
Yes, well, that is a problem. But small boats can be very springy and stretchy. Ah, the tabby ball machine. That should work well.
How long do you think he'll stretch?
Who knows? Maybe miles.
I've got another puzzle for you. Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you're wise, you'll listen to me. Once you get really clumsy, being in the neck and I club. See what you just bring it up. Turn off the TV and you'll be a star. You will live in happiness like
Well then, thank you both very much. I'm sure you can find a way out.
That's it? What about Charlie's left-hand supply of chocolate?
Yes, a lifetime supply of chocolate. Each of the children receives the chocolate. Other than that, the day has been a total waste of time and chocolate. Goodbye, Charlie Bucket, and good day.
Bye, Mr. Wonka. Mr. Wonka, I don't deserve a lifetime supply of chocolate. You see, I drank the fizzy-lifting drink and broke the rules. And I'm very sorry. Thank you for this wonderful day and tour. It was better than Christmas.
Charlie, you did it! You did it!
Now see here, Wonka. It's my idea to try to
I created this contest with one purpose in mind, to find the perfect person to find new candy dreams come true.
What do you mean?
This was his test of character, Charlie. I carefully selected rooms that would tempt each other up for golden ticket winners. You, Charlie, did something quite remarkable. You gave him the temptation, but were smart enough not to get caught, and yet you admitted your guilt.
But the other kids...
They'll be fine. They'll reach you a booby prize, a lifetime supply of chocolate.
That's the booby prize? What's the real prize?
Charlie, do you love my factory?
It's the most wonderful place in the whole world.
I'm pretty